Okay, we're here post-game after the Yellow Jackets beat Ohio Northern 70-45 with head coach Cheri Harrer, Rachel Womeldorf, and Riley Schill alongside. Coach, why don't we start with your opening comments on the game?
Wow. That second half was, I really like what we did. We lagged for a little bit. We were unaggressive for a little bit, but we came right back out and pushed it back out, and really like what we did defensively. I thought we handled their ball screens much better than we did the first time, and I thought our post defense was much, much better than the first time around, which leads us to getting better looks on offense.
Riley, how hard is it in the first half of the game when, for both teams, good looks just aren't going down and the rhythm of the game just feels off? Sometimes you're trying to play fast, sometimes you're trying to slow it down. What are the challenges in a situation like that where things just aren't going your way?
I think it's important to stay confident, stick to the game plan, and just keep working together. Like, we know we're good shooters and that those shots will eventually fall. So we just kind of keep shooting it and keep doing our thing.
Rachel, you're an upperclassman on a team that has struggled against Ohio Northern during the regular season. Today's win snapped an 8-game regular season losing streak. There was one win in a tournament mixed in, but Ohio Northern has sort of been the measuring stick in the league the last few years. As a senior at home, what's it feel like to beat them?
Yeah, it feels really good. I mean, Ohio Northern has a great program. They have good coaches as well, so it's always going to be a tough game, tough matchup. But we came in knowing that we have lost the past few with them. So coming into the game, we wanted to move forward and get that win, especially for our seniors, but for our upperclassmen as well, because nobody else had beaten them yet.
Coach, I'm going to throw you a curveball here. The last time you beat them was your 500th win. Do you have any?
Oh, was it?
Wow. I did not realize that. That was a long time ago. It's been, I do have good memories of that because we beat them at their place. And, the best part was how excited our kids were. Now, I'm excited for these guys. I'm just happy for these guys. We went through a tough stretch, and hopefully we're turning the corner a little bit. And I'm happy for these guys because they've worked hard and they've done everything we've asked them to do. I'm just happy for our kids.
Rachel, you've been part of programs now for several years that have consistently been there in the conversation at the end of the season to try to win an OAC championship. What parts of this team's makeup do you think you see where this team could make a run like that?
I think one of our biggest strengths is our depth. We have a lot of girls that can play basketball. That came into factor beginning in the season when we hit that adversity. And a lot of our really good players were out, and a lot of girls stepped up and were able to fill those spots. So I think one of the toughest things about our team is that we're so deep that we're difficult to scout, because if you shut down one girl, the next one's just stepping right into her place and is ready to score. So,
Riley, you started 10-1. Dropped 3 tight games in a row, and then now have won 5 of the last 6. Was there anything in particular that you guys feel like you learned in that 3-game losing streak that now you seem to have corrected?
During that losing streak, one thing we talked about was like our body language. When teams would go on runs, we would kind of get down. Coach talks about it a lot now, like just picking each other up, and if they go on that run, we have to make a stop with our defense. And so I think we've really worked on our defense, especially this game. I think we're all engaged, working together to get stops. But now we're just playing with confidence, and we try and attack before they can attack us.
Really like that point about body language, Coach, because I think the 2 ladies sitting on either side of you exhibit some of the best body language on the team. Why do you think they're leaders for you?
Dubs is team mom. She's always been team mom. She's the organizer. She's always on top of things. That's the way she lives her life. She's on top of that and really cares about her teammates. Riley, same thing as a point guard, is a leader from that aspect and is really growing into a bigger leadership role too. And they both do a good job. Yeah, I'm just really proud of all of them, but these 2 have led the way and really proud of how they're stepping up into that role.
Riley, I want to ask you about the sort of well-rounded nature of the game tonight. You had 7 points, you hit all 4 of your free throws, 6 assists, only 2 turnovers, you stole 5 balls. What is it about the way that you take pride on the floor with playing full speed, both ends of the floor? It feels kind of like you're the motor of the team. Where did that start for you?
I've just always kind of played that way, or at least I hope it looks like I do. But it's just really fun being out there, and when everyone's feeling it and we're playing together, it kind of gets me going. And like, I know I got to be there to help my teammates. So I think a lot of times, like, I'm just in the right spot because like they step up and they're in the right spot first. So it's kind of like we all got to work together, and then it just happens out look good. Like it really is a team game, and the only way those things happen is like with my teammates. Casey was hitting shots to get me those assists. Like everyone, Lily running the floor. It really is just a team game.
Rachel, I think one of the things that makes you really dangerous is your ability to shoot jump shots from 10, 12, 15 feet and beyond. And not a lot of post players at this level do that consistently enough. One that comes to mind, Amy Bullimore, who's an All-American for Ohio Northern the last several years. She just did whatever she wanted in the post. But your ability to stretch the floor a little bit, I think, makes you unique. Why do you take pride in being able to hit those kinds of shots?
Yeah, it's something that I've worked on a lot. I shot them in high school as well. Just because I am an undersized post, so a lot of the time I lose the strength battle, or I might not be the tallest one out there. So just having the ability to step outside, and that draws the post player out as well. It not only helps me, but it'll help my teammates get through on the drives as well.
All right, Coach, last thing for you. You've got a couple of road games coming up, and they'll be tough. We won't have a chance to have a press conference with you on those two games, but two big ones coming up with Wilmington and John Carroll, and those are games, especially the John Carroll game, that could help position you, down the stretch in the OAC. Is the conversation in the locker room any different at the end of the year than it is beginning or middle of the year?
Not really. Not really. We just keep talking about getting better every day so we can be at our best at the end of the year. We talk about taking care of ourselves physically, icing what needs to be iced, hydrating, getting sleep so that our bodies are as healthy as we can be going down the stretch. And we talk just about keeping the mental focus and emotionally being steady, and you want to be playing your best basketball at the end of the year. And if we have to go through a lull, hopefully we've already been through that and we're on the uptick again now.